Hello patrons! Coming at you with another exclusive video for my patrons only. This is going to be a taste test comparison between 3 common grapefruit sodas to make the Paloma. We got the Jarritos, which is a Mexican soda, pretty popular here in San Francisco. We see this a lot. A lot of people make the Paloma with this. When we have Q grapefruit soda. Q is sort of a premium brand. They make a really good tonic water. They make a really good ginger soda, ginger beer. So we're gonna try the grapefruit. I've actually never had this before, so we're gonna see how it plays in the Paloma. And then we're gonna go with the lower budget Squirt soda. Just got this at Safeway down the street, grapefruit flavored soda. So we're gonna do the same measurements of everything and then give it a taste test and see what comes out on top. So first thing we're gonna need to do is get our ice. Actually, just today I carved this up. This is clear ice that I made using the directional freezing method, if you haven't seen my video on that. It's usually good for making clear, large format ice, but here we've made some smaller cubes for this video. You can also make spears, so these are like long ice sticks that actually work really well in a highball glass like this. But here we're going with cubes, okay? We've got 3 cubes in each. Then we're gonna need 1/2 ounce of lime juice. I'm gonna pour that out. Do 1/2 ounce for each. Okay, we're gonna go 1/2 ounce in here. Always use fresh squeezed lime juice. Lime juice, does expire after a couple days, so you always want to try to squeeze it right before you're going to use it. Okay, so we have 1/2 ounce of lime juice in each of these, and then next up, of course, is our tequila. Here I'm using a brand called Tapatio. Always want to make sure to use a 100% agave tequila when you're making cocktails. I'm using a Blanco here. That's typical for a Paloma. You can also use Reposado, which is the aged, sort of the colored tequila. It'll have a bit more flavor to it. That'll come through a bit more. I prefer letting the grapefruit shine through using the Blanco. When you pour the liquid over this ice, you can start to see how clear it is. This is my 6th Paloma of the day after just making that last video. So it's a lot of Palomas for the shoot, but we gotta see which one is best. Okay, cool. So now we're done measuring out. We've got 1/2 ounce of lime, 2 ounces of tequila in each of these with 3 ice cubes. Now we're gonna pop these open and finish off with our soda. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna add about 4 to 6 ounces. I'm just gonna top them off pretty close to the top there. So you'll see this one actually has a bit more of a pink hue to it from the Q. Yeah, they're actually really different colors, huh? That's interesting. And then we'll do Squirt. Okay. Wow, these look really different, huh? Give them a bit of a stir. My Collins glasses are a bit more square shaped, so they don't quite stir as easily. Sometimes you want to get the rounded eyeballs that will make it a little bit easier to stir. Not a big deal. Of course, you could garnish these with lime, but for this taste test, we're just going straight in. Okay, so right away, wow, the color contrast is very different. So the Jarritos is much more of a green color. The Q is much more of a pink color. the squirt's a little more clear. It's interesting. Let's see if Q uses any food coloring in theirs. It's just carbonated water, sugar, citric acid, grapefruit extract, and other natural flavors. So it doesn't look like any coloring. What about the Jarritos? Yeah, so Jarritos adds coloring. They add yellow 5, yellow 6. So even though they use natural sugar, they do add some artificial coloring, which might explain the color difference. I don't know why they would go with yellow. I mean, I think it looks a little bit nicer when it's pink, but who knows? What's most important is how it tastes. So let's start going right to left. So starting with the Jarritos. Okay, let's give that a comparison to the Q. Oh wow. Ooh, it's like a lot more sour actually with the Q. More like pungent almost. It's a lot brighter. Do another comparison. So Jarritos is very sweet. Oh yeah, the grapefruit definitely comes through a lot more in the Q. But it's also got a nice level of sweetness to it. They actually have about the same amount of sugar per serving. So one wouldn't be much sweeter than the other. So far I like the Q the best. Let's try the squirt. It's just kind of dull. It's not very bright. Let me try the squirt versus the Jarritos. They're actually more similar. I'd say the Jarritos is a little bit sweeter. But about the same amount of grapefruit flavor comes through. Yeah, this one tastes a little bit more artificial. I don't know why. Maybe I'm biased because I know it's squirt, but yeah. I don't know. I'd say I prefer the Jarritos a little bit more. I'd say my top 3 in order would be the Q, the Jarritos, and then the squirt. The Q is actually really nice. I do like this a lot. Yeah, I like there's definitely a lot more bite to it. You can get a lot more citrus coming through, I think, from the Q itself. I mean, let's just try the soda directly. Yeah, there's like a pungent sourness to it. It's actually really nice. I like it a lot. Q is the winner. It's also going to be the most expensive. Squirt's going to be the cheapest. Jarritos might be a little harder to find, but if you can, I'd go with the Q out of these 3. Hope you guys found that interesting. Highly recommend the Paloma. It's one of my favorite cocktails. It's definitely coming back right now. And this can be a quick and easy one to make for your friends or for a large group. So thank you guys again for being Patreon supporters. It really helps. I love to make this bonus content for you guys. Hope you enjoy my sort of live format instead of pre-recorded voiceovers. If you have any questions, always do not hesitate to ask me on Patreon. And until next time, cheers.